Greetings, we are Anonymous. This December 23rd, we celebrate an infamous birthday. Senator Aldrich and several high-ranking bankers failed in their first attempt to create a fourth central bank of the United States, derived from their secret meeting on Jekyll Island. This time around, renamed as the Federal Reserve Act, it was underhandedly snuck through Congress when most of the members had gone home for Christmas. The bill was drafted with ideas taken from various proposals, including the failed Aldrich bill. However, unlike the Aldrich plan, which gave controlling interest to private bankers with only a small public presence, the new plan gave an important role to a new entity, the Federal Reserve Board, who were allowed to set their own discount rates. Also, instead of the proposed currency being an obligation of the private banks, the new Federal Reserve note was to earn the obligation of the U.S. Treasury. We are not fooled. We know there is nothing federal, and that there are no reserves. By now most of you likely know that the Rothschild banking dynasty and works with a few other families have plotted against you to enslave you in an ever-burdening debt. Schools used to primarily teach history and politics. Around the time that the Federal Reserve was created, the focus moved to math and science. Of course, we all know that the elite do not do things by coincidence. The rich need people to build their cool gadgets for them, but they certainly don't want them educated enough to read between the lines and learn what has been done to them. With the information age upon us, we have taken education upon ourselves. The masses are waking, and we are rising. We have learned of all the atrocities that lie within central banking, all of which, we certainly do now have the time to cover. Our founding fathers saw the evil in central banking, and shed blood to not pay taxes to a central bank. We know that all wars are bankers' wars. Ask yourself who profits from war. We know that these bankers will fund both sides of every war. We know that these wars create debts that are nearly impossible to recover from. We know that even without war, you use fear. The threat of war or terrorism to get the public support. We know what fractional banking is. We know that you don't have the money you loan. We know that you create money out of thin air every time someone incurs a debt. We know that the money to pay the interest on debt does not exist. We know that the IRS is your bitch, and that they do not collect for the Treasury, but for the Federal Reserve. We know that the president is told who he is allowed to nominate to the Reserve Board. We know your secrets. This December 23rd, at 9 a.m. Central Time, we as Anonymous will show you where the power truly lies. We will take your page down. We call for an end to the Federal Reserve and all central banking practices. This is also a call to all Anonymous worldwide to assist in a massive day-long DDoS of www.federalreserve.gov. We are Anonymous, we are Legion, we do not forgive, we do not forget. Expect us.